push the button. All right, perfect. Now at 8, the retro brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. Elon Musk has twins last year with one of the top executives. And as well, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over on Air Fail. This is American News and Weather at 8, and we begin right now. Alrighty, good evening. Welcome to America News and Weather at 8. I am David Alford on this evening right now. We're going to go straight to our chief meteorologist, Jimmy Granger, and not yet updated with Tico yet, but he is a meteorologist. Tico as well, helping with Jimmy on the weather right now.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect through 8:15 this evening. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Now, this is a severe thunderstorm warning with wind gusts up to 60 mile per hour. This goes until 8:15 p.m. this evening, my time. So we'll be tracking these thunderstorms. Also, Tika, I'm telling you, stuff's getting real.
You are correct, Jimmy. And actually, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Lexington and Richland counties. That is in parts of Columbia. So if you're in the city of Columbia, this is the right radar, I know, but the storm is not over Columbia. Yeah, it may have just fizzled. But still, we do have let's get over to our we're gonna go over to our futurecast radar coming up in a few
Coming up in a few minutes. We'll send it back to David for the news.
Alrighty, thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger, and as well, thank you to meteorologist Tico Van Labor. I think I said that incorrectly, but overall, thank you guys for the amazing update there on the forecast, and of course, they are tracking severe weather as well, so we will be they'll be tracking that as well. And talking about weather wise, real quick, I'm gonna quickly show you the radar from my own area right now. As see on the left corner of the screen, downwards, there's actually a severe thunderstorm warning popped up on the left corner of the screen, but mainly for my viewing area, nothing ongoing right now. Plus, I'll give you my full forecast coming out of ahead for my local areas, and of course, temperatures upcoming ahead in my local area as well. All right, talking about the news here. If this would like to work here, there we go. All right, so got some interesting news here. If you guys don't know who Ryan Seacrest is, he does American Top 40 with pop music and rap, and that's pretty much what American Top 40 is. You can find him on popular radio stations or even on iHeartRadio. All right, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over an air fail. When the producers out live with Kelly and Ryan make a mistake on camera this week, a handful of Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans were quick to catch it. Of course, Kelly and Ryan are no strangers to the occasion mess up or to while on air, but fans recently noticed quite a big mistake, and it's all in the graphics. During a moment on the July 5th episode of ABC talk show, both Ryan and show announcer Deja Vu informed the viewers they could expect to see actress Vivica A. Fox on the next segment. Here's what it got interesting. Ryan and Deja Vu may have gotten the pronunciation of the Masked Singer contestant's name right. The graphics team ? Not so much. Turns out a viewer noticed a glaring spelling error as Vivica's name on screen had the initial J instead of A. That's that's what the messed up is, and a lot of people were caught surprised by that. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Elon Musk had twins last year with one of his top executives. Elon Musk had twins with a top oh my goodness, execute. I can't say it. Just what I said first about the executives. There we go. At Neuralink, Director of Operation and Special Projects, Siobhan Zills in November, according to a report, an insider that cited where? What is it? Your iPad? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. I think I accidentally turned your fan on. What? All right, sorry about that, guys. Helping my sister out, you know. All right, so so here's what it was here. Insider that cited court documents related to the children. Musk, 51 years old, and Zillis, 36-year-olds, filed the court's documents to ask for their children's names to be changed to include Musk last name. According to redact legal documents posted by Insider, the petition asks that their names, in quote, have their father's last name and contain their mother's last name as part of their middle name.
I'm trying to interrupt the news. We just got a new warning. When you see something scroll at the bottom of your screen saying new warning, you immediately have to throw it to the meteorologist that has to bring you those updates. So that's a little accident, but we always have accidents, so that would be fine. But we do got a new severe thunderstorm. Huh?
Can you just tell us what the warning is about here?
This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 9 p.m. This is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. This storm has. I was looking at the 3D version of this, and I'm telling you, it has some high clouds on this. I'm telling you, this thunderstorm is getting stronger and stronger by the second. I have a fleet forecast coming up in just a few moments. David, finish what you were saying.
All right, thank you, Jamie, with that update there. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated all this evening and all tonight. Plus, we'll be here till 10 o'clock or 10:30 or 10:35 here on American News and Weather. All right, back to what we're talking about here about Elon Musk. The petition asks their names, in quotes, have their father's last name and contain their mother's last name as part of their middle name, unquote. A request that Insider reported was granted earlier this year. The twins were born shortly before the birth of Musk's second child with a musician Grims, who welcomed a baby girl named X-Star Sadra Musk via Sorcho in December. Musk, who has fathered 10 children and is the world's wealthiest person with more than $200 billion in wealth, has been an outspoken proponent on raising the birth rate, tweeting in May. If you don't know who Elon Musk is, he is the owner of Tesla and Twitter. And I believe he's owner of something else I'm forgetting of, but that's what he's owner of. He's owner of a lot of stuff. And like they said, he's very rich. So if you ever meet Elon Musk in real life and scrape his car up, good luck getting out of that. That's what I would say there. Already coming up, derecho brings green sky and tornado-like winds to the south of Dakota, but plus, and coming before that, so we got your check on the forecast coming up ahead with Tico, or with meteorologist Tico and chief meteorologist Jamie Granger, coming up ahead with that forecast coming up in just a bit. We'll be right back with more weather, or more of news and weather stories coming up in just a minute. We'll be right back. We're going to go straight to the weather room right now with Jimmy and Tico right now.
All right, Tico, if you want to say it, go ahead.
Too late. Look, it's already too late. All right, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lexington and also Richland County. So this is basically for parts of the Columbia metropolitan area. If you're in parts of if you're in Denville, Irmo, Blazewood, moving towards the north, let's put a track on that real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna put a track on this storm. This is gonna be a long forecast. Yeah.
Let's actually put a cone track on it. We need to
It's
put a
moving
track moving towards
northward.
the northeast. I'm gonna say at 30 miles an hour.
Oh, well, that is too fast.
So if it's going at 30 miles an hour, it's gonna be in Blazewood by about 8:40. We're gonna go over to the Futurecast models real quick. This is gonna pick out where the severe weather is happening or where the severe weather could happen. So let's get over to the Futurecast or Future Track, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna start it off right now at 7 p.m. We can try. Oh, there we go. By about 8 o'clock, this is basically a model. 8 o'clock, showers and thunderstorms are moving towards Wrightsboro, Augusta, Saluda, and Columbia. By about 11, the storms are gonna be located near Macon, and also if you're in Fayetteville, Mullins, Hartsford, if I'm correct, Wilmington, you're gonna get hit. And this is night now, 3 in the morning. Thunderstorms are gonna be located near Jacksonville and New Bern. By about
Just a second. I would like to add in something here real quick. With the future radar you see here, this is a model prediction. Future radars my goodness. Future radars give us an idea what the future could look like ahead. Future radars are not always correct, but this is a pretty much a model prediction. This is an idea what this will look like in the next couple or even few hours.
Ignore the hail cores. Those are when you look at a computer model and you see a hail core, don't believe that because that's changed.
And also, do not worry about which specific county you're in. All right, make sure you don't do that. And then this is at like 9 o'clock.
Then about 9 a.m., you see the thunderstorms offshore. You see they starting to really build up across portions of Jacksonville, Wilmington. Even there's you see that severe thunderstorm warning box still there. That look like we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, but we will go to that in just a moment. Yes. About 9 a.m., Tico, you finish what you about to say.
9 o'clock, we could have some showers and thunderstorms building in. And then by about 10, clear. It's going to be clear. It's going to be, there are no rain, no thunderstorms. The only rain is going to go down to the south. And look at that. Okay, can we back up the models real quick? And this is really going to go over the Frog News viewing area. If you don't know what Frog News, I'm basically chief meteorologist for Frog News, but let's back it up. This storm is going to be located. Let's back it up. 4 a.m. Thunderstorms are going to be located near Vandalia, Quincy, Springfield, moving towards the east. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be all around. I'm going to say, and then by about 12 o'clock, let's stop it at 12. It's going to be into parts of eastern Jefferson County, parts of Ripley County.
And then when I'm talking about, Tico, look at these hill cords. I mean,
yeah. And then parts of Jefferson, Ripley, parts of and then moving towards the east. This could be impact Cincinnati, Lexington, E-Town, and then if it continues, it could impact Portsmouth, Chillicothe, and also. But we have a severe flash flood warning that's about to expire at 8:30, and we're actually gonna do the 7-day forecast. Oh, never mind. 8:12 for St. Andrews and 8:51 for Blissville.
Okay, we're taking up half of the news time. I'm sorry for the people who is trying to say, oh wow, they're taking up half of the news time. Well, we're about to get off of here and we're about to give it to David because I know he got a lot to talk about in his news. So look at here and you can go to the 7-day forecast. Tico, we're taking up half the time, ain't we?
Yeah, that's all right. I will. Yeah, y'all can do the 7-day forecast real quick, and then I'll discuss my 7-day forecast in just a minute. So back to you, Jamie or Tico.
Muggy.
All right, I got it.
Weird. Huh?
I got it. All right. Okay. Here's your planning forecast. Your first alert weather: 90 on Friday, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms building up.
That is actually my forecast for my area, but you know.
Oh. I'll pop up my forecast from my area. You do yours,
No,
and then
because
I'll do.
we got to get to the news, so we don't really
Yeah.
have time. So 60% chance of rain, 90 degrees. We did have some heat advisories in my area, but them heat advisory was long expired. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning in my area that been expired, and it also got really dark outside really fast. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So it's a 60% chance of rain. Then by the middle through the middle portion of next week, even though we had to cancel our plans for that. All right, so we'll go ahead and send over to David for the news. I am so sorry that we took up half of the news time, but when
Hey,
there's severe weather, we have to give people regular
yeah,
information.
understandable. Thank you, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Granger, and thank you, Meteorologist Tico Van Labor, on the update there on the forecast and the severe weather updates there. All right, we're going to do local weather from my own area real quick, and this won't be too long of a time. But you see 98 in Chitopa. That's where I'm at right now. It's hot. It does feel like 98. It feels like temperature right around mid hundreds or mid triple digits right now. 100 towards Parsons. And yeah, yes, I agree with you, Jimmy. I agree. 103 to Independence, 101 Sedan, Kansas. It's hot out here in the four states right now. For Jay Grove, Miami, Oklahoma, for Ottawa County, and southward towards lakes, you're under a heat advisory. Benton County, Bentonville, Arkansas, under a heat advisory. But the rest of the entire viewing area under excessive heat warnings right now. It's very hot outside right now. Looking at radar as of 6:46 p.m. Not much happening, but you notice on the left corner of your screen, there's a yellow box, severe thunderstorm warning there. But that severe thunderstorm warning banner is in the way, but that's all right. There. All right. Your 7-day forecast. It has actually now been updated. Your Friday, 99 for tomorrow. We have an alert day out for tomorrow because the extreme heat, excessive heat warning should be out of here and heat advisories by tomorrow. Saturday, 92. Sunday, 97. 101 on Monday. Tuesday, a slim chance of rain on 90, but high of 95. Wednesday, 94. Look at that. Thursday, 96 and hot. The humid kicks in on Sunday through Monday. Saturday is kind of a relief, but still, it's going to be pretty hot by Sunday and Monday of next week, including tomorrow here in the four states area. And just a reminder here, you stay with the First Alert Weather Center and our app for more information. If you download our app, it lets you know when a new alert happens. Just download our app now. Plus, with the First Alert Weather team on the bottom of the screen with the ticker, it lets you know what's new. And of course, with the us here, you got Jimmy and Tico and me sometimes giving you guys updates about the weather there. I know we have about 5 minutes left on this newscast here, but it'll be about probably an extra few minutes here, but that's all right. All right, coming up next, I got some sports to talk about. You're probably thinking, why am I doing sports? I actually have some sports information I want to discuss. That's coming up next in about 10 seconds. We'll be right back on American News and Weather at 8. All right, sorry about that. Some reason it played it a second time there. Sorry about that. Anyways, we are back with sports right now. I got nothing to pop up on the screen for sports wise, sadly, but with sports here, for I guess I would say sports news, there was a Russia person that had drugs, and the person with the drugs was a girl. She got arrested. That's 10 years in jail because she had drugs. She's like a really popular Russia sports person, I guess, and she's literally screaming for Joe Biden to bail her out, whatever. But that's what sports news is right now. Basketball game in Kansas City, Kansas, right now. Believe y'all can find more of that at their local not KOM, local sports station or TV station. You can look up the Kansas City, Kansas basketball game for tonight. Like I said, I'm not a sports person. I don't do much with sports. That's just a quick update on sports there. as of now. But like I said, I'm not the best with sports, so that's all right, I guess. Alrighty, coming up next, we're gonna be talking about this rate show brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger and Meteorologist Tico Van Labor will give us a last check of the forecast and probably go over the alerts with that. But in fact, we have 2.5 minutes here before we have to wrap up this programming. But 31, about 8:31 is when we can. What 8:31 is when we have to get off the air. But we'll be back at 9, of course, and 10 o'clock here on American News Weather. We'll be right back in just a minute or less. Sorry about that. It did not want to play. Alrighty, let's head to Tico, or Meteorologist Tico Van Labor, and Chief Meteorologist Jamie Granger with a check of the forecast and possibly going over the alerts. And with that, we will have a check of that coming up rate show. I do not have a picture of what it looks like. You'd probably look it up on Twitter if you wanted to. But I'll give you some information about that in just a minute or two. Jimmy and Tico?
Tico, you can talk for a second.
All right, so looks like we do again. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning for parts of, if I'm correct, Richland and Lexington counties. That is up near of Columbia, moving north pretty much. I'm thinking about moving north at 21 miles an hour. I know everybody be saying 21's a funny number, but sometimes 21 is not a funny number. But looks like we do have a storm that is located near Irmo, moving north pretty much at 21 miles an hour. The storm's going to be near the, if we can zoom in real quick on our Doppler radar. It's going to be located near Bleasewood and also St. Andrews. This is on top of St. Andrews, actually. So if you are
I do want to say this. Before Tika finished what you were saying, I'm sorry to interrupt, but before we do anything, I want people to stay indoors. Do not go out in this. This lightning is the one deadly killers in the United States right now. I probably think yesterday I got 29 reports off of someone text me on Facebook talking about, oh, one of my friends got struck by lightning. Well, that's just the general thing in your life, that we try to tell people. If you see lightning, hear thunder, move indoors. Now I got to go back to my preaching again about lightning.
Peace. There, I have something to say here real quick. When you hear when thunder roars, go indoors.
Yeah, yep, thunder rolls, go indoors. You got that right, and that is just, and we're gonna keep saying that. That is just the normal thing that you have to do, Tika.
Looks like again, Densville, St. Andrews, and Bleasewood, I don't know what you call it. It's moving towards the north at 20 miles an hour. So it is right now about to go along I-77, right now along I-20 and I-26, going towards the north. I will have and let's actually get over to the future cast models.
Y'all gonna need to show the 7-day real quick because we're about to head over to like ABC News or something, and then y'all will have to be doing updates on forecast here until about 9 o'clock when we come back. We have about another minute and a half here before it's go back to
TV. All right, thank you, producer. Appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, producer.
Oh, that's the temperature. So sorry. Are we showing your guys' forecast? There you go.
Thank you, producer.
Yep.
All right. David is our producer and also our newsman, and also our, our boss. I mean, at this point, 60% chance of rains, 90-degree temperatures, and Saturday gonna be the repeat, and a 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 repeat. Every single day is gonna be a repeat, and a repeat, and a repeat of showers and downpours. Hey, Tika, could we say tropical downpours?
We could say some tropical downpours, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
But we could.
As you see the ticker going off at the bottom of your screen. But like I said again, hazard 60 mile per hour winds. Can you believe that? 60 mile per hour winds.
Wow.
I got told if thunder rolls, go indoors. And you know what? That we're gonna keep saying that until the day that we can't say it no more. Go indoors. All right, David. Hand it over to you. It looks like.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Granger, and thank you, Meteorologist Tico Van Labor. All right, 7-day forecast with me. Can we get it to ticker off the screen real quick? And then once I'm done, we'll pop it back up. Sorry. Just trying to show the lows for the nighttime. So 99 tomorrow. We have an alert day for tomorrow, not because of the isolated storm you see there. It's because of the extreme heat. Reminder, excessive heat warnings for the most of the viewing area will expire tomorrow. Look at that. A nice, cool chill on Saturday, 92. And we will be above 90 degrees for the next 7 to 15 days. It will be hot in the 4 states area. And of course, around America, most of us are seeing hot temps right now here in the USA right now. All right, the last newsy thing I'm going to talk about for now until we get to 9 o'clock. Derecho brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. There was a severe thunderstorm warning during when this happened. I'm not exactly sure when this happened, but this wasn't the only green sky that happened. There was an orange sky in the Twin Cities. There was a red sky for St. Louis. Yeah, I know. There was a red sky towards St. Louis, orange in the Twin Cities, and somewhere in South Dakota. Most of South Dakota that got hit by this derecho saw some green sky, which is quite interesting. What this happens or how this happens, and just very weird and cool. All right, recap on the news that we talked about. Like I said, we talked about this derecho bringing sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. Elon Musk had twins last year. And we talked about the Kelly, Ripa, and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over on Airfail. That's quick recap on the news. And coming up at 9 o'clock, we will be talking about the same information that we said at 8. Jimmy and Tico, anything to say before I push the music button?
Well, what I'm about to say is I cannot believe that he had, how many twins did he have? 20, 21, 22?
A lot. I think it said 10.
A lot. That, you know what? We got to do like a little joke at the end of the broadcast. And I'm telling you, we're gonna be busy in the weather center tracking prone to severe storm, moving their way in as we progress into the night. All right, thank you guys for joining. Remember that severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for the entire area. Make sure you stay weather aware. Keep you advised.
All right, Tico, anything to say?
None. All right, make sure you stay safe out there.
Alrighty, thank you, Tico and Jimmy Granger. Reminder, stay with the First Alert Weather Center in our app for more information. For severe weather updates, it's likely that Tico and Jamie will keep you guys updated with severe weather updates during this offline broadcast. Don't forget to join us back here at 9 o'clock because your news at 9, of course, is starting very soon. You clicked the button. All right. We'll stay with the gray screen for a minute here. You can pause the show real quick because I got to show a little outro that is 11 seconds. So, yes. Reminder, news at 9, starting very shortly. Let's make it a great evening. Let's make it a great tonight. And we'll do this again back here at 9 with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Granger, Meteorologist Tico, and myself, David. Let's make it a great night and a great evening. And we'll do this again back here at 9.
I won't see him again. I won't be able to hug him again or just remind him that I love him or anything like that. It really hurts.
Jada Walker is preparing to bury her baby brother, 25-year-old Jalen Walker, who was killed in a hail of bullets fired by Akron, Ohio police on June 27th. You tell me about baby brother.
Cool dude. Very funny. Very smart, just well-rounded. And, I may be biased, but to me, he was really the perfect person He was my brother, a brother to many others, but he was mine, and that was my boy.
Authorities released body camera footage from the night of the incident. They say it started as a routine traffic stop, but Walker gave chase, evading officers who claim he fired a shot at them from his car. Police say a gun was recovered in the car, but was not on Walker when he was killed. The Walker family left with little comfort and few answers about how and why police shot Jalen.
You know that video is out there. Are you just not ready to see it yet?
No, I shouldn't say I don't want to, but I just can't fathom to see any sort of video of him being gunned down that amount of times, as if he was just like aim practice.
Jalen was a very sweet young man. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't like confrontation. Whatever they portray negatively about Jalen, it can't be. We know him. We know him. And he's not like that at all.
I'm a former prosecutor. I've been in litigation for 22 years. I've never seen anything like this. The kind of force used against one man is unbelievable. He was an American and he was black, and too many American black men are dying this way.
An initial medical examiner report shows Walker sustained over 60 wounds to his body after 8 officers fired on him.
We want justice!
Another troubling and tragically familiar shooting death of a black man at the hands of law enforcement.
Was overkill. If Jalen Walker was not black, we probably would not have seen those particular bullets come out in that way.
Walker's death ignited protests and calls for change.
We haven't been through anything like this. We see these things in the headlines all the time. And now it's at our doorstep. He was a human being, and we'd like to know why he shot down like a dog. Simple as that.
Over the holiday weekend, officials revealed the distressing details that led to Walker's fatal shooting, all captured on police body cameras.
The video you're about to watch is heartbreaking, and it's very tough to take in.
Police say Walker refused to pull over for a traffic and equipment violation just after midnight on June 27th, leading officers on an over 7-minute chase through the city.
What was going to be a routine traffic stop, which would probably result either in a warning or a citation being issued, turned into a pursuit.
When they're pursuing this individual, you really don't know what you have. When people use the word routine traffic stop, there is no routine. Everyone's different.
At one point, officers report gunfire from Walker's car, which police say highway cameras captured.
Shots fired, that vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
When the shot is fired, that changes the nature of the contact.
Soon after, Walker jumps from the passenger side of the car wearing a ski mask. Officers tried tasing Walker. Seconds later, police say he turned and motioned toward his waist area, which triggered a hail of police gunfire. Walker wasn't carrying a gun at that time.
Each officer, independent of each other, related that they felt that Mr. Walker had turned and was motioning and moving into a firing position.
Investigators are still trying to determine exactly how many rounds the officers fired.
Based on the video, I anticipate that number to be high. A lot of rounds were fired.
I hear the audio, then you hear the shots, and you hear a lot of them. And this is a phenomenon we call contagious shooting, where others fire when perceived with a threat because their partners are firing as well at the same time. And you really don't know if that individual is shooting at you or not, because you get your perception is changed from the sounds.
Robert Boyce, the former chief of detectives for the NYPD, believes officers followed training protocols.
When someone fires at the police officer, that's attempted murder, and that's a whole different circumstance. I'm seeing outside of the enormous amount of shots being fired, I didn't see anything where they stepped out of line. They did their job.
Back in Walker's car, police say they found a gun next to a loaded magazine and a gold ring.
At the time of the shooting, he was unarmed.
I've never known him to own a gun of any sort at all. He never.
Alrighty, we have breaking news. Just jump in real quick and talk about this real quick. Derek sent to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Here's the information real quick on it, plus we'll have full details coming up at 9 o'clock. Here's a little bit of the information of this breaking news now. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek has been sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Derek, who pleaded guilty in December, will also be required to pay restitution. By the way, this guy was a cop. He was a cop and he killed George Floyd, I believe, for not a good reason. I forgot what the reason was. But this officer will be going to jail for 21 years in a federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. During the sentence, U.S. District Judge Paul said that the Derek, end quote, must be held responsible, unquote, for his actions, including destroying the lives of the other 3 officers involved in Floyd's death. There's some more, unquote, stuff and a lot of sensitive stuff I got to talk about coming up ahead at 9 o'clock. Reminder, breaking news. This just came out with Derek sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Like I said, that is breaking news. All of the full details on that's coming up at 9 o'clock tonight here on American News and Weather at 9. Like I said, breaking news. We'll have all the details coming up at 9 o'clock on American News and Weather. We'll throw it back to regular programming on American News and Weather.
Brought it to my attention. The last thing I would have imagined him having with him is a gun.
The investigation is now being conducted by the Ohio State Attorney General's office and also monitored at the federal level.
If the evidence reveals potential violations of federal criminal statutes, the Justice Department will take the appropriate action.
The 8 officers directly involved in the shooting have been placed on paid administrative leave.
They've got to be ready to explain why they did what they did. They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were.
Meteorologist Jimmy Granger at First Alert Weather Center. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. They just came out, but this is for the cities of Columbia now. Columbia, South Carolina had now been placed under a flash flood warning. We just got a new warning that just came out, a flash flood warning. This goes until 10 p.m. So reminder, driving out in these kind of conditions, you want to remain, turn around, don't drive and encounter flood or grows. We'll keep you guys updated on that as well. We just had another new flash flood warning. This is for until 9:30. This is because of all of the rain that's fell over the same area. I want to deal with your information. As a reminder, I will continue to bring you guys information throughout the day. Make sure you guys stay weather aware, and we will be back here at 9 for the latest information. We'll send it back to you, your rest is scheduling broadcast.
Were black, despite being only 13% of the population.
The galvanization that people had for protesting and mobilization around George Floyd's murder, and even before that, I mean, thinking about Freddie Gray, thinking on Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, the list could go on and on. That did not translate into policy changes at the federal level.
Rayshawn Ray leads a virtual reality training program for law enforcement at the University of Maryland.
First, this is about policy as well. This is how they are trained to respond. The problem comes up when we look at other cases where people have behaved similarly or potentially worse than what Jalen did. And of course, we could go to Highland Park, where we see that individual, after killing people, apprehended peacefully. They happen to be white. Jalen, of course, is black.
As the Walker family continues to fight for justice, they're pleading with the public to join them peacefully. The city of Akron today lifting its 2-night curfew after declaring a state of emergency earlier this week.
We ask that if you truly love Jalen, and if you truly want the truth, please show respect, dignity, and do it peacefully. We want this thing to be done right in the right way at all times.
Just before his death, Walker was coping with his own grief after his fiancée, Jamisha, died a month earlier in a hit-and-run car accident. There have been no arrests in that case so far.
Do you see much of a change in your brother after his fiancée passed?
He wasn't that type of person to let, what he's going through affect those around him.
The family is now preparing to commemorate his death just weeks before he would have turned 26. His sister now left with the memory of their last time together just the day before he died.
What was your last exchange with your brother?
We hugged each other and we just told each other that we love each other. And then, that following day you get that sort of news, but I always remember us just, we never had left on bad terms, but always reminding each other that we love each other.
How much do you still go back to that moment?
Every day. It won't leave my mind.
With so much at stake in our world right now, we wanted to thank you for your trust and for making ABC News America's #1 news.
And thank you for making ABC News Live America's #1 streaming news.
It was an extraordinary story.
A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
They let him turn himself into jail with no escort.
No one thought he would run.
How do you evade capture for 25 years? How do you do that?
Now, join the search, following the U.S. Marshals as they uncover new leads in a global manhunt. Can you help catch this fugitive?
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man? Listen and join the all-new hunt wherever you get your podcasts.
Now streaming on ABC News Live 2020. True crime, cinematic, real-life drama, stunning, the unthinkable. Follow the clues. The Hunt. True Crime 2020. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
National parks are incredibly safe places, but crime will happen.
Hey, my wife had fallen. She's in really critical condition.
At that time, I thought it was just a tragic accident. There's still a lot of questions we need to ask.
There were small things that didn't totally add up.
This is 2 lives for Harold that have died now. I was shocked. Something's not right.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America?
GMA 3, what you need to know. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
It's all about you.
I know what happened, and I'm not guilty.
Why the fascination with criminal trials? Figure out what's really out there.
She revealed she had murdered his family.
I know in my heart that he did this.
It's the time of suspicion. The ending's really tough.
You don't know whether truth is going to be difficult to find unless you try to find it.
America's #1 news, ABC News. Most watched, most trusted, and streaming live to you anytime, anywhere, and free. This is ABC News Live, America's #1 streaming news, free to you 24/7. Watch America's #1 news whenever you want it, wherever you are, anytime. ABC News Live, streaming live and free on all platforms.
This is a story I wish I never had to tell. It haunts me every day. As a Girl Scout, I loved going to camp. I never once thought anything bad could happen, but I came to learn what murder was.
3 Girl Scouts were discovered today.
This case is mystery upon mystery.
Was the real killer still out there?
Every day was a struggle. First thing I'd open my eyes in the morning, it was just another day. She wasn't there.
The person who did this to those children should be punished.
When I think of those 3 girls, I wonder what's the best way to honor them. That's why I've come back home, to find answers. Once and for all.
Actress Hayden Panettiere has been a fixture on the big screen and on your TV screen for decades. Stealing our hearts is Coach Yo's spunky daughter in Remember the Titans.
What do you want? It was a hold? Oh, come on, that was such a bad call. I'm lock my door, sleep on my phone.
And portraying troubled country singer Juliet Barnes.
From the First Saltwater Center, First Floor Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger in the First Saltwater Center. So if you guys can give you guys here a new weather alert that just came in, a new severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30. Okay, this storm is only moving at 1 mile per hour. This storm is moving at 1 mile per hour. Just giving you guys a new weather alert. Bring you guys a new weather alert here. Just came in. So this storm is now stationary. It is not moving at all. So that reason why they're going now with a new flash flood warning that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen that goes until 12:30 a.m. They might cancel that early, but I don't know yet. I'm just bringing you guys some weather alerts. Stay tuned to the Personal Alert team for the latest information. I think our 9 o'clock news starts now, if I'm not mistaken. I have not looked at the time, so I don't know. David, what time is it?
The time is right now is 8:54.
8:54.
That time is a bit fast on there.
Okay, well, right now it's 8:54, so our newscast is not starting until 9. I will have you a full forecast and also bring you guys the latest on that information coming up at the point in time. We'll send you back to your regular scheduled programming, and I promise you, no more interruption, not less if needed for me to interrupt your programming. Stay tuned. Goodbye.
We're to the brink of ruin, battling her own real-life demons for a lot of that time.
I'd been struggling for a long time, and I just needed a break. 4 years ended up being the amount of time, and I definitely, absolutely did not expect it would be that long.
Panettiere, now 32, is ready to make a comeback after a long road to healing and recovery. Reprising her role as Kirby Reed in the 6th installment of the hit blockbuster franchise Scream. Filming now and set to hit theaters next year.
Can you tell us, does Kirby make it past the first kill?
I don't think I can, but I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed.
This exciting new chapter is one Panettiere has fought for years to get to. After publicized struggles with alcohol and addiction, she's now sharing her story, opening up in the latest issue of People magazine.
I felt like I was walking blind, and there was nobody there that was really able to support me in the way that I needed to be supported. And I don't like to ask for help either. You know, I want to be that strong, stoic woman. But I mean, when you see a happy-go-lucky girl for years suddenly on the floor in a puddle of mess and alcohol, you got to know something's wrong.
Panettiere revealing that she was first introduced to the substances that would lead her down a dark path in her teen years.
When I was about 16, one of the people that I was working with in my inner circle introduced me for the first time to what she called happy pills. And I had no idea what they were. But I know that when I was given one and I was sent on a red carpet, I was like, lively and like totally down to answer the questions and a chatterbox.
What did you come to learn those happy pills were?
I think they were a form of Adderall. I was completely unknowledgeable about drugs and that kind of thing. I did grow up around people that I felt like I didn't realize till later, but I felt like used alcohol as medicine.
How long did you find yourself self-medicating with alcohol?
It was off and on, but it wasn't, I would say, until after I had my daughter that I really realized that something was very wrong. And as you know, I went through postpartum depression.
The star was overcome with postpartum.
Alrighty, here's your local weather update real quick.
Was that there were a lot of people who didn't believe it. They just thought I was being a crazy woman, an overly emotional female, and that it was my choice whether or not to be depressed. And it was so
to this place that you are today.
It took going to treatment, making a lot of great friends in treatment who can speak on your same level where you don't feel like you're crazy.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's an everyday battle. It really is.
Alrighty, everyone, your news at 9 begins in just a second here. If we can pause the show real quick, and we'll get to the 9 o'clock news. Alrighty, perfect timing. Now at 9, Jimmy's tracking strong to severe storms on radar right now. Plus, we got breaking news with Derek sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. There's that picture of what he looks like, I believe, right there on the right corner of the screen. This is America News and Weather at 9 p.m. and it starts right now. Alrighty, welcome back to America News and Weather. It is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time right now. I'm David Alford, your news anchor for this 9 o'clock hour on America News and Weather. All right, we'll start off with the breaking news real quick, and then we'll get to Jimmy with the weather. Breaking news, Derek sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. I will have the full details about that coming up in just a minute. First, we're going to Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger with severe weather on the radar right now. Jimmy?
Yeah, those severe thunderstorm warnings does remain in effect through these next coming hours. This thunderstorm that I'm tracking right now does have, this storm is hardly moving. This storm is moving at 1 mile per hour. That's what the National Weather Service is over here saying. This goes until 9:30 p.m. This storm is stationary over the same area, producing lots of rain and lots of periods of time. So that way, the National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning until 12:30 a.m. I had that full forecast. And also, when will this move out? That forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jimmy Granger. That's the Chief Meteorologist, Jimmy Granger, at American News and Weather. Reminder, stay with the First Alert Weather Center and our app for more information to let you know when weather happens. Of course, when bad weather happens, we'll be on air. And then if we're not there in time, of course, our app will let you know what the information is about there. All right. Sorry about the sad picture of his face there, but it's kind of an interesting picture I got there. But anyways, 21 years in prison. 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. His name is Derek. That's what I'm going to call him as. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
People in the chat, take a picture of that face while he's got it.
I know. While I'm reading this information, guys, now is your time to take a picture of that. All right, here we go. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek has been sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Derek, who pleaded guilty in December, who will also be required to pay residuals. During the sentencing, U.S. District Judge Paul said that Derek must be held responsible for his actions. Must be held responsible was in quotes. Now, unquote. For his actions, including destroying the lives of the other 3 officers involved in Floyd's death. So I'm assuming this guy killed 4 people, including 3 officers, and this guy was an officer. Interesting. All right, in quotes, I really don't know why you did what you did, unquote, the judge said, in quotes. To put your knee on a person's neck until they expire is simply wrong. ... Your conduct is wrong and it's offensive. Unquote. This is breaking news. Derek has been sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. And like I said, this is breaking news. We just got the information about this about 30 to 40 minutes ago. And still more information is still ongoing about this now. All right, Elon Musk had twins last year with one of the top executives. When the producer at Live with, that's the wrong information there. Sorry about that. Here's Elon Musk. Elon Musk had twins with a top executive at Neuralink, Director of Operations and Special Projects, Sheena Zills, in November, according to a report in Insider that cited court documents related to the children. Musk, age of 51, and Zillies, the age of 36, filed the court documents to ask for their children's name to be changed to include Musk last name, according to redacted legal documents posted by Insider. The petition asked that their names, in quote, have their father's last name and contain their mother's last name as part of their middle name, unquote. A request that Insider report was granted earlier this year. The twins were born shortly before the birth of Musk's second child. Welcome to a girl named Dark. I do not know how to pronounce any of that. All I know, the middle name is Dark, who has fathered 10 children. It's the world's wealthiest person with more than $200 billion in wealth, has been outspoken of raising the birth rates, tweeting in May. So Elon Musk, if you don't know who he is the owner, or not exactly the founder, but the owner of Twitter and Tesla. And like they said, he's very wealthy. There, I see on the screen right now, Jamie is showing you guys the radar right now. Are you wanting to say anything, or want me to just continue with the newscast?
Before we continue on with that, I do want to recommend that this storm is stationary over one area, dumping lots of rain. I had that full detail come up in just a few minutes for you. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Like I said, he will have a full forecast update in just a minute here. We're actually going to have the weather coming up next a bit early in just a minute here. All right, sounds good to me. All right, coming up, derecho brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. There's something else we'll be talking about as well with Ryan Seacrest coming up right after the forecast. We got 2 things to talk about for once: derecho and the Ryan Seacrest. Then, of course, we get your full forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger coming up on America News and Weather at 10. We'll be right back in about 5 to 10 seconds.
All right. I'll take a look at that full forecast right here on your screen. We do got severe thunderstorm warnings continuing across the area right now. This storm is stationary and it's actually moving at 1 mile per hour. That is just an insane speed that I am really getting right now. That is a 1 mile per hour storm that is moving over 1 mile per hour area right now. We do have a flash flood one that gets to us until 12:30 a.m. And also tracking to some more severe weather. Down there. This is not only severe weather that we got down here. We got more up here that is in the mountains. Great Falls and all of that. I would love to be at the beach right now, but yeah, that is pretty insane speed. I have to tell you, that is just an insane speed, 1 mile per hour. Nope. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. I will be daydreaming about 1 mile per hour. We do got a flash flood warning that is in effect. This flash flood warning goes until 10:45, 10:50, something like that. We do got a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh my lord, this storm looks nasty. This is just a same thing. We will take a look at that future radar right now. And what you guys, okay. What you guys about to see is this is just a prediction. This is not this is just a computer model, as we always say. Take a look at the hour by hour forecast model, and this is just 7 p.m. We go out into 10, 11, 3, 7 a.m. Look how fast these storms gets out of here. Lots of amazing to see on a day like today. We're going to take a look at the tropics. We do got our MBES. We got our second MBES of the day. Let's see what the MBES is all about. Oh, MBES out here. Okay. All right. We do got another MBES as of the 5 p.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center. We do got an MBES that we have to worry about here. This MBES does have a high potential of becoming maybe a tropical depression, a tropical storm, maybe a category 1 hurricane. Don't know yet. We will see that. The aircraft, I think Hurricane Hunters is out. They will be giving us more information on this storm as it continues to go along. Our forecast wind, ratio, whatever you want to call it. This storm is going to continue to move until it can't move no more. By next year, this storm will be gone. I really have to say that. I'm sorry I have to say that, but it will be gone. That will be very excited to see by next year. So this storm will not be no more good after probably next week. I think I worry about now this storm. Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm over here, daydreaming. I don't know why. Okay. All right. We do got our day one. Our day one predicted outlook. As you can see, our day one had changed. Now the Carolinas are now in that marginal. While we will be seeing some more severe weather in Kansas City, St. Louis, California. I mean, not California, but Kansas City. All over Kansas, so they're going to be seeing some severe weather. At least for the daytime for tomorrow. So here's our tomorrow's outlook. Looking pretty stormy. Day 3, a marginal. Just up here, marginal. Thank God. Day 4. Something to keep eyes on. Day 5. Nothing there. Okay, well. Okay. Well, we'll get to that full 7-day forecast here right now. Let me take off the radar here. Let's get to that full 7-day forecast. But we got to continue with our newscast. We do got our 50% chance of rain. 60% chance of rain on Friday. For Saturday, a 60% chance. Sunday, 50% chance. Monday, 40% chance. Tuesday, 20% chance. Wednesday, 20% chance. Thursday, a 40% chance. So all throughout the week, we will be seeing some off and on showers and downpours.
Yeah, the 90s feel it's 90s, I would say it's hot, but the 80s, I would love some 80s in my area.
That would be very cool. You know what? You know what really get me? Even though that we got to continue our broadcast here, that every time the heat comes, the storm comes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's pretty crazy weather right now. Thank you, Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger,
That
with that
is
weather
pretty
update
awesome.
there.
You know what really got me is that your high in your area was 101. Well, 101,
Yeah.
101, 100. Yeah. All right, back to you.
All right. All right, thank you, Jimmy Granger, or Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger, with the weather update there. Now, here's a local weather update from my viewing area right now. Temperatures as of 7:02 Central Time, 96 in Chitopa, that's where I'm at, 101 in Independence, 100 in Nevada, Bargersville, and Sedan, 91 in Mount Vernon. That's not bad lows at all. I kind of wish I was in Mount Vernon right now, a low of 91. That feels pretty nice outside. Updated radar here. We got nothing on the radar right now. Maybe an isolated storm trying to form in Bourbon County. But we'll see what happens later on. The 7-day forecast. Alert day for Friday. 20% chance of rain tomorrow. More of an isolated storm in nature. Very low chance of it even forming. Saturday, 92. Sunday, 97. Monday, 101. 95 on Tuesday. Wednesday, 94. Look at that. 96 on Thursday. Warming up on next weekend. Back into the triple digits. Starting by Friday, if not Saturday or Sunday. So hot weather is returning. All right, coming up, we got your derecho. Derecho brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. Plus, we'll be talking about Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over on-air fail. That's coming up in just a minute and a few seconds. We'll be right back to American News and Weather at 9. All right, welcome back. Derecho brings green skies and tornado-like winds to South Dakota. During that time, there was a there was a severe thunderstorm warning at the time in South Dakota. Unknown where exactly what county or city this was in, but areas in South Dakota with this derecho saw a green sky with this. Not just talking about green skies, and the Twin Cities saw orange skies and a red sky, I believe, towards the Chicago area the other day. So with derechos, you can see pretty cool colors in the sky, but some of them might be a little frightening. That's what some people say there. And as we talked about earlier, Elon Musk had twins. Wow. I'm sure how he's. I don't know how he's doing it right now. Anyways, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over an on-air fail. I got some information about that actually right now. When the producers at Live with Kelly and Ryan made a quick mistake on camera this week, a handful of Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest fans were kicked to catch it. Let's jump right to it. Here, where it got interesting, Ryan and Deja Vu may have forgotten the pronunciation of the Masked Singer name. Correct. The graphics team, not so much. Turns out a viewer noticed a glaring spelling error as the name on screen had initial J instead of A. The person's name was Vikika, and they misspelled it. It probably didn't make sense to you guys at all. I skipped to the case. I skipped right to the case. And yeah, Jimmy, can we do a weather update real quick? I gotta use the restroom, and I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Jimmy.
Okay, yeah, we'll do a little update. You know what? Let's talk about the weather a little bit here. We are tracking a few showers and a few thunderstorms on the radar. That seems, pretty awesome to see on a day like today. We do got a flash flood warning in green, a severe thunderstorm warning in yellow. As you guys can see the severe thunderstorm watch on your screen right there. I'm not tracking a pretty intense storm. At least this storm that's moving like some other storms that I saw. This storm is moving at 33 miles per hour, so this storm is racing out of here. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and hail threat is indicated on Doppler radar. We are tracking a few hail cores on the Doppler radar right now, but like I said again, chill out. Sit back at the beach. You know how life goes. And wait till the storm pass to go to the beach. I have to tell you that. We wait till the storms have passed to go to the beach. The beach. The beach. The beach, y'all. Yeah, I would love to go to the beach. But, storms form easy and they form really fast. We are tracking two more severe thunderstorm warnings off to here. We are tracking some hail, some damaging winds. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over stuttering.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
But like I said again, we are seeing severe thunderstorm warnings.
Alrighty, are we good now?
Yep, we're good.
Alrighty, thank you. And that was Chief Meteorologist Jimmy Granger there with a quick radar update there and a weather update there with that. Coming up at 10 o'clock, we will be more straight. I guess I would say we'll have some better stuff, like better graphics and more stuff to talk about. Plus, the weather, we'll get more serious with the weather, I guess, coming up.
Can we do one more favor? Can you show his face one more time on the screen?
What?
Can you show that man's face back on the screen again?
Yeah, if you guys want to take a quick picture of this, now's your time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is a funny face.
I thought about this picture. I'm like, should I really do this? And I did it.
He's like, what are you trying to prove, Judge?
I know.
I will not forget when that little kid walked through the eating table and the elf fell off the eating table and bust his head open. I'm sorry, I had to get my act together, but
That's all good.
yeah, that is just
It's kind of hilarious, but yeah.
No, wait. That is.
Oh, wow. Pretty crazy. Alrighty. We'll have more news and weather in just a minute here. We'll be right back right after our break.
Oh, God.
Alrighty, everyone. It's time for sports on American News and Weather. And with sports, sometimes we'll have some sports. A quick sports update here. Kansas City has a basketball game. Kansas City, Kansas has a basketball game tonight. Has not played yet. They'll play about 8 o'clock Central Time. Don't know why we're going to these pictures. Yeah, don't mess with that. We're talking here.
No. Look at his face, though.
Well, yeah, we've seen
it. I'm so sorry. I just had.
I'm about to get a new picture for him. I knew this would be.
You had to get a better picture than that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You can keep on going.
All right. Like I said, I'm gonna probably deal with that later. Anyway, sports. Kansas City, Kansas. They got a basketball game at 8 o'clock tonight Central Time. That'd be 9 o'clock Eastern Time is when that will happen. And with this, I believe they were playing the Foxes tonight. It's the Arizona Foxes tonight. So be ready for that tonight. So that's all I got for news. I mean, sports wise, for really.
I'm so sorry. His face just hilarious to me that I have to. You could
Yeah, it's
can
funny.
you like take a better picture next time?
Yeah. All right, we'll get a new one once it's time.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry that I interrupt. His face just makes me laugh.
Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So for sports news wise, really, dog? My dog is being annoying here. Quiet. I saw a cat or something. With sports news wise here. Oh goodness gracious! What now? All right, you'll be right back. All right. Sports news wise, a famous sports person got arrested for having drugs. It's a Russian person that had drugs, and now she's in jail for 10 years. And she's begging Joe Biden to bail her out of jail. And that is still information that we are getting right now about that. Coming up next, we are going to be talking about the breaking news about that. If I can find it, breaking news about this guy in 21 years in jail. Derek, 21 years of jail, killing George Floyd. All that information coming up next on American News and Weather at 9. All right, we are back. Derek, sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. If you don't know, Derek put his knee on George Floyd's neck and killed him. Derek is now sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. All right, it's kind of stormy out there, Jimmy, around the America right now. I think Jimmy's still gone at the moment in time here, but severe thunderstorm warning, as we see there, which expires in 3 minutes. We'll be tracking that as well, guys, throughout the evening to tonight. Now 2 minutes when that severe thunderstorm warning does expire. All right, local weather with me now since Jimmy's on a break there. Temperature-wise, as of 7:02 p.m., 100 in Bartersville, Nevada right now, 101 to Independence and Sedan, Kansas, 96, Chitopa and Columbus, and Joplin, and Grove, and Jay, and that's it. 99 in Parsons, 97 Chanutes, 98 Fredonia, 94 in Yates Center and Iola, and Fort Scott, 90s. Nevada and Stockton, but it feels nice over there. Radar updates, little isolated storm, I think, trying to get going in Burpin County in Kansas. But the latest radar update was at 7:41 Central Time. 7-day forecast, alert day for Friday. Just because of the strong, for the heat. Saturday, 92, Sunday, 97, 101 on Monday, Tuesday, 95, Wednesday, 94, and on Thursday, 96. Like I said, Jimmy is on a little break here, so we will probably have to end it off with him. We'll probably have to end it without him here in just a little bit here, so there's that. Coming up next, we are recapping what we talked about the news, and we'll have to check on weather possibly if Jamie does come back in the next minute. If he doesn't, we'll just have a recap on the news. We'll be right back in about 5 seconds. All right, we are back right now. By looking at it, Jimmy is not back, so we will end it here, I guess. We talked about a lot of things here. We talked about our breaking news. Derek sentenced to 21 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Kelly Rippey and Ryan Seacrest fans are grilling live producers on Twitter over on-air fail. Elon Musk had twins last year with one of his top executives, And derecho brings green sky and tornado-like winds to South Dakota.
Okay,
These are
I'm
some news
back.
stories that we talked about. Oh, you're back. Okay, so these are some news stories that we talked about during this program. We're gonna throw it to Jimmy with an update on the forecast for the next 7 days.
Okay, that severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect through now, and we are seeing now see 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. As you see, the distance appeared off the screen. The only thing we got left now is flash flood warning. We do have more severe thunderstorm warnings, and we will take a look at those right now. You see one severe thunderstorm warning another one just finished for that same storm. I will keep track of it. David, back to you.
All right, is that it?
Yep. No, can we let's pop up this and let's go.
All right, sorry about that. I was dealing with some issues, but we're back now.
Wait, leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there.
Funny guy.
Just leave it right there, man.
Yeah.
Wow, his face looked like it's shot.
Yeah.
Okay, keep on going.
Yep. All right, we are to wrap it up here, guys, for the rest of this evening and tonight.
How about the 10 o'clock show?
I don't know. My sisters are saying I've been hogging up the Xbox or whatever.
I don't know. This song,
And they're wanting to play and whatever. And I told them to play. Like they had, let's see, I got off at 1:35, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had about 5.5, 6 hours to play when I was not on. And I'm trying to be on here until about 9:35. And she was wanting to play in 30 minutes, which is 9 o'clock my time. So that's a sign of not doing 10 o'clock. We might have to do 10 o'clock at 9:45 or 8:45 Central Time instead of 10 o'clock.
So there's there gonna be no 10 o'clock news.
So 10 o'clock news will be changed to 9:35. So we will have
Right
a
now
5-minute
it's
break.
9:29.
We will have a 5-minute break, okay? So the news at
One more
10
thing.
will happen at 9:35.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in about 5 minutes here, guys. The news at 10, but at 9:35 instead. Let's make it a great evening to your night, and we'll just get here back in here in 5 minutes. ABC News, I believe, will be on for the meantime for the next 5 minutes.
So I have to go.
Okay.
So I guess
So I guess we'll have to end it off here for the night then.
All right. We will be back tomorrow with the same thing. We might have some news story, but we might have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings remain in effect.
Yep. All right, well, that's all we got for now. Me and Jamie, I guess we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Yep, it is a weather alerts. All right. Our newscast is pretty much over with now, so you're free to go, Jamie. I'm just going to wrap it with the 7-day real quick. 7-day forecast recap here. Warm temperatures in the forecast, 99. Friday, Saturday, 92. Sunday, 97. Monday, 101. Tuesday, 95, 94 on Wednesday, and Thursday sitting at 96 degrees. So hot weather in store for us every single day, above 90 or right around 90 as we see there on Saturday and kind of on Wednesday. All right. That's all we got for now. Jamie is now out of here, guys. So it's just me here at the moment. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to end it off with all the stuff from beginning to end of all the stuff that we show you on American News and Weather. Like I said, that's all we got for now. We'll end it off with our stuff. with our intros, I guess. All right, everyone, that's the time we have here at American News and Weather. We were unable to do the 10 o'clock because of some issues, and well, at least we did the 8 and 9 o'clock. We should do this again back here again tomorrow. We should be back around noon Eastern, and we should be back around 8, 9, and possibly 10 o'clock tomorrow evening to tonight. This is all Eastern Time edition. Right now it's 8:32 Central Time, which is my time right now, but 9:32 in the Eastern side, which I've been doing Eastern edition of news and weather. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys back here again later on. Chat soon.